Hey, what's up YouTube? It's abluegolfball today with another Pokemon TCG Online video, and today I have for you guys a Crawdaunt deck from Primal Clash. This got the ability Unruly Claw. When you play this Pokemon from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon, you can discard an energy card attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. So it works the same way as a Team Flare Grunt, because you can discard an energy card attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. And that's key here. It's got to be the active, and if your opponent, charges up a bench Pokemon, it doesn't really work with Unruly Claw, so we'll find some ways around it. We're going to be playing a 4-4 line of this guy just for the ability Unruly Claw, but we will be having a flipping theme here. We're going to have two Malamar EXs with here. We're just using the ability Hyper Hypnosis. When you attach an energy from your hand to this Pokemon, you can use it, the ability, and basically you put your opponent's active Pokemon to sleep. So what we want to do is just do things that annoy our opponent, discard their energy cards and put them to sleep, things like that. We're going to be running actually 4 lines of Sableye here. This is not the classic Sableye that got rotated from Dark Explorers, the one that is 70 HP that does the Junk Hunt. This is the one that's 80 HP from the XY base set. Its first attack is Flinch. Or Filch, whatever. You can draw a card. We don't really care about that. What we care about is Rip Claw. You flip a coin. If heads, you can discard an energy card attached to your opponent's active Pokemon. Nice thing here is we don't have weakness and we don't have resistance. And then we have only 1 retreat cost, which is pretty good. The attack here does 30 damage. We don't play anything else. I did think about potentially using something like Silver Bangle or Muscle Band plus Laser Bank, which would do a total of 90 damage if you're using a Silver Bangle on an EX Pokemon. But the idea here is to just discard energy cards. That's really the hope and the dream here. You flip a coin, and if it heads, you can discard an energy card. The real attacker is basically 2 of these. We probably could have run 3, but you know, Maximar is mainly kind of a risky attacker. We do have Victini here just to help out with our coin flips. With Rip Claw, we gotta flip a couple times. You know, gotta flip and make sure we get heads to discard the energy. With Victory Star, once during your turn, you can flip a coin or any number of coins that you flip for an attack. You can ignore all the effects of those coin flips and then just flip again. So it's pretty cool. You can do that there. And then finally, we got Mr. Mime with Bench Barrier just to protect the bench. That's it for the Pokemon line. Let's go ahead and see the item cards and whatnot. We got 4 Crushing Hammers, okay. And then we even have Dow's Machine to potentially get a 5th Crushing Hammer. Wow, we just want to discard energy straight up. We have 2 Enhanced Hammers, 1 Escape Rope, 1 Professor's Letter, 1 Switch, 3 Ultra Balls, 3 Via Seekers, and then for our support line, we got 1 Colress, 1 Lysander, 1 Lysander's trump card, 3 Ends, 1 Professor Birch, 4 Junipers, 1 Skyla, 1 Team Flare Grunt, 1 Teammates, and 1 Zero-Sick. Now, the teammates can be pretty good because our Pokemon are pretty weak and they tend to get knocked out. So we can try to get teammates and try to pull something off with that too. You never know, anything can happen. So this deck list is pretty bad. It's really not meant to win games. If I really wanted to attack, and go with the route of attacking, I think I would have gone with a Laser Bank and Silver Bangle route. That way we would be hitting for 90 damage per turn. And well, basically by the end of our turn, in between phases, we'll be doing 90, 30 plus Silver Bangle plus Laser Bank. That would have been pretty good, but too inconsistent with the reliance on Laser and Silver Bangle. So I decided not to do that. We do have Shadow Circle just to avoid the weaknesses or fighting weaknesses here with these 2 guys, but mostly for Malamar being really weak to that stuff. We do have 3 Head Ringers because look, we can play a Head Ringer onto like any EX, and then we even discard the energies. That is just annoyance at so many levels, and we're gonna try to take advantage of that and see what we can pull off. And then finally, we have 8 Darkness Energies. Pretty light on the energies. We're not playing DCEs because it's not like we really need to power up Malamar. Most likely, we just want to power up Sableye and do some Rip Claws. And right now, I see a fly flying around in front of my laptop, but you guys don't care about that. You guys want to see this Pokemon deck in action on Pokemon TCG Online. Let's go. Here we go. Crawdaunt. Okay, and here we go. We are playing against Bronanak. Okay, I'm not going to try to pronounce his name. I apologize if I sounded silly there. Brinanaki. Okay, that was a pretty good attempt, I suppose. But apparently we have the advantage, and I wasn't really paying attention, and I couldn't really tell. I don't remember. I can't recall what kind of deck he was playing, but for some odd reason, we have the advantage, and we even get to go first. We start off with a Malamar EX. We do get a Crawdaunt here. We get the Professor Birch's observation that we can play as well. You know, one thing I noticed between these supporters is that the supporters from the black and white, we don't really see their whole body versus these newer ones. We kind of see like their whole body, with the exception of Lysander. But anyways, we start off, we see a Nidoran. That's quite interesting. I'm going to go ahead, we'll put this guy to sleep. And what I really want to do is I'm going to discard the 2 supporters here. We can always get them back with VS Seeker. So that's gonna. I want a Corphish out here, that's for sure, just to get a Corphish into play. And then we're gonna go with a Professor Birch's observation, hitting for heads, even better. And wow, we got an excellent start here. I'm actually gonna opt to discard a. I'm gonna assume my opponent does not play any EXs, so let's just go ahead. We're going to discard this away, and we'll even discard the Lysander. Again, we can always get it back with VS Seeker. And my game apparently looks like it froze, and my opponent concedes the match. I'm not sure what's going on there, but there we go. So I suppose my opponent was not patient enough to wait his turn. So let's go ahead. We'll play one more match here on Pokemon TCG Online. Here we go. Crawdaunt. Crawdaunt deck. Okay. I'm sorry. Well, I guess we'll just have to wait. Okay, we're going against Rubuki Cube, and apparently we have the advantage again. Let's go for heads, and it's tails. We don't go first this time. That's a little disappointing, but if we can start off with a Sableye, we can still filch. Oh, never mind. We don't get anything. What? We start off with Corphish. Where are you, Sableye? When we start off and we get a Zero-Sick for the supporter of the turn. And I hope my opponent is playing EXs because, oh no, not another one of these guys. We see a Nidoran. We see another Nidoran here. The male and female Nidorans, and my opponent goes for a repeat ball. Getting another Nidoran there. We see the Professor's Letter. We even see the fly flying around here. That's very interesting. There's a fly flying around in front of my laptop again. Once again, I can discard the DCE. How great is that? And let's go for a Vice Grip. Oh, take that, Nidoran, Vice Grip, and your DCE is gone as well. My opponent can always do a hit back if this Pokemon has no damage counter. It does nothing. Wow. Never mind. We see the Nidorino being able to hit for a double kick. Oh, here comes the Burbank City Gem. And I am going to not evolve, I suppose. Let's go ahead. We will go with this here. I'm going to hang on to my Crawdaunt until I actually need to use it. Let's go ahead for just a little filch here and draw into another energy. Sweet. Now we can actually go for a Ripclaw. And oh boy, my opponent has another DCE. And oh dear, here's a Nidoking with Love Strike. Oh no, thank goodness there is no Nidoqueens on the bench, but what we can do is we'll just evolve and guarantee getting rid of this DCE. Oh, wow, we even see a Muscle Band. That is just brutal. So let's go ahead. We'll go with this here. I'm going to go and evolve, guarantee the discard here. And let's go for the Zero-Sick once again that we don't actually need. That's a bit of a bummer there. But, hey, you know what? We'll just use it anyway. Let's go for the Ripclaw, I suppose. But since let's see here. Yeah, let's just go for it. I'm going to flip tails, I think. Yep, and I do. So it doesn't matter. I guess I should have gone for a filch and I could have drew an extra card. But I suppose we can just go for the attack anyway. My opponent will need to go for another DCE to knock me out. But no, we don't see it. I'm going to go for that, and we don't get it. Let's just go ahead. We'll get rid of the Muscle Band, and I'm going to go for, I guess I'm actually going to go for this. I want to draw into another card, and we get a Professor Birch's observation. Sweet. Now, okay, technically, I probably could have attacked right there, and, you know, maybe Probably would have been a better move, but that's all hindsight, right? So let's say, for example, if we did a filch and then oh, okay, even better. There we go. We get another coefficient play. We're gonna go for this here. Even if we flip tails, I don't mind as long as we get more cards. And oh, I'm definitely gonna hang on to this Crawdaunt here. And let's go ahead. We will just go for a Rip Claw. Working our way, chipping away, and we even flip heads on a Nidoking with no energy. We have a Nidoqueen over here with a psychic energy, and boy, oh boy, is this a slow matchup. But you know what? We will go ahead and just Rip Claw our way, and there we go. We flip tails, but hey, it doesn't matter. This Nidoking here will just slowly pass out. We see another Nidoking here, but my opponent has a Nidoran with an energy. Basically, my opponent, this is some kind of Love Strike deck. I suppose if this was still Valentine's Day, I think I would definitely would have showcased a deck like this. This would have been a fun deck to showcase. Ooh, we finally see the Nidoqueen. That is scary. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to discard the Team Flare Grunt, I suppose, and even the Team Flare Gear there. Let's go with, let's see here. I actually want to go with, dang it, we'll go with the Malamar. You never know when we can draw into an energy, and perhaps just buy a turn. So right now, what I want to do is, I guess we can go for the Rip Claw. I won't knock out the Nidoking just yet, but I actually don't want to bring out the Nidoqueen either. The Nidoqueen can do a Poison Jab, and that would actually knock me out. So, you know, I wouldn't want to do that. So let's go ahead. We're just gonna go and draw a card. Unless my opponent has the switch, we're lucky enough to draw into the Crushing Hammer, and that's always good news for us. Our HP is at 40, so right now the Poison Jab would knock us out, and we won't be able to use Teammates. So we're in a predicament here. I don't want to play an N. It doesn't look like my opponent has much of anything else. So woo, right here we can actually evolve twice. Oh no, my opponent plays an N, but it's okay. We got a Skyla here. My opponent can use the Nidoqueen and switch into something else. I don't want to lose the Sableye because the Sableye is pretty important to me since it's got the energies here. So what I'm gonna do is I'm actually gonna sacrifice the Crawdaunt here. So let's go ahead. We're gonna play. Let's see. I want to save this here as well. So let's go ahead. Let's go for this. I'm gonna try to bait the Nidoqueen out. I think that's a good option here. The Nidoking, I can always Lysander it out and just knock it out. You know, it's only 10 damage. So I'm not too concerned there. That means that even a little Corphish with Vice Grip can knock it out. There we go. We get the Nidoqueen. And this is perfect news. What I want to do is I want to bring out this guy, and I even want to play this here. Put the Nidoqueen to sleep. Yes, sir. Let's go ahead. We'll retreat into the Sableye, and we'll even evolve right here, and we'll discard this energy. Guarantee the energy discard. My opponent's only got 2 energies on his side of the field, and I'm going to go ahead. Let's see here. We have, I suppose we have a Professor Birch's observation that we can use, but as of right now, like, we really don't need to do anything. Let's go ahead. Let's go for the, I suppose, go for the Ultra Ball, I guess. But yeah, I mean, I don't actually want to discard the Enhanced Hammer, knowing that my opponent plays DCEs. We see 2 right here, so I kind of want to hang on to that. Let's just go for the Rip Claw, and I don't think I'm going to get heads. Oh, I get heads anyway, and my opponent even stays asleep, so even if my opponent had the energy drop to poison me, we have survived the turn. What my opponent can still do, however, is play a switch. Oh, never mind. We see a Hypnotoxic Laser going for heads on the Hypnotoxic Laser, and my opponent stays asleep, and we stay asleep. Both stays asleep. Oh, that is devastating. I'm going to go ahead. We'll play this here, and so, you know what? I'm going to go and get rid of this. And, okay, we actually didn't get to play the Ultra Ball, although I would have wanted to. So we basically wasted our Skyla. I actually want to go for a Professor Birch's observation at this point. Drawing into some more cards, it would be a lot more helpful, or different cards for that matter. So let's go for this counter here. It doesn't matter. The Sableye is going to get knocked out. But let's see. What I want to do for sure is give us a chance, right, to be able to respond. So I don't want to get knocked out into the Sableye. Oh, okay, oh, stay asleep. Oh my goodness, both of us stay asleep anyways. And you know what, I'm going to take a chance. I'm going to take a chance. I have at least 2 more Sableyes in the deck. I'm going to take a chance. I'm going to play the Sableye here. And if my opponent woke up, I would have promoted the Malamar EX, but my opponent stayed asleep, so... Oh man, this is a scary deck, man. These Nidoqueens and Nidokings. Oh man, that is frightening stuff. Let's go for the Crushing Hammer. We'll get rid of this right there, and I agree. Wow. Yeah, that's all I can say. All I can say is wow. So we have 2 more chances here to draw into the Crawdaunt. And the next turn, might as well just play a Colress again. But let's go for... Ooh, we can actually go for the attack. Oh, my goodness. Is that our last one? I think it is. Oh, no. We are basically out of energy. 1, 2, 3 energies in the discard pile. 2 right here, 1 right here. Ooh, okay. We got to be very conservative here. Let's go for this. And we Rip Claw. We got Tails anyways. My opponent stays asleep. That is incredible, folks. We are seeing history right before our eyes. Right before our eyes, we just saw... No, I'm just kidding. This ain't history, but that's impressive. I mean, come on. And my opponent concedes. Oh, my opponent concedes after sleeping. That is one lazy Nidoqueen. My goodness. That Nidoqueen just... was too comfortable. That Nidoqueen's probably like, oh, it's just a Sableye. I'm going to keep sleeping. Oh, I don't have any energy. Get it? I don't have any energy. I don't. Oh, okay, fine. What was that? 2 decks, two battles now. Let's see. I don't know. Do you guys want to see another Crawdaunt deck here battle? Let's perhaps. All right, okay, sure. Let's go ahead. All right, I'll play another match for you guys on Pokemon TCG Online. Just for you guys out there. 3 matches today for you. Looks like we're going against Elise, and apparently no one has the advantage here. My opponent does have a Fighting Lightning deck. Oh, that is makes me a little nervous here. We can actually start off with a Filch. We do get a Victini as well, so I'm going to go ahead and play that. Oh, we see the Groudon EX. This is a full art Groudon EX. Makes me very nervous right now. My opponent can definitely do a turn 2 Rip Claw and actually discard an energy on our side. Wow. Well, we get a taste of our own medicine, I suppose. Here we go. We see the Karina going probably for the Spirit Link, I would assume. If anything, we see a Hawlucha. But lucky for us, we actually don't play any EXs, so the Hawlucha can still be used for like free retreat in case of weird situations where my opponent needs to retreat. And as expected, we see my opponent play for the Groudon Spirit Link. Sadly enough, we do not have a... we even see a switch over here, thank goodness, but it doesn't look like... Oh my goodness, my opponent gets a strong energy as well. Ooh, this is kind of scary, and we don't even get to use the Head Ringer. That is important news there. What I want to do is just... I don't want to discard the Crawdaunt, I suppose. We get the N, and, I guess I don't really want to use that either, but... I'd rather use that than some other things here. Ooh, no, my opponent can actually hit us, and good thing we don't get knocked out, but oh dear, I hope my opponent does not evolve right now too. But actually, if my opponent does evolve, I don't mind that too much, because the Mega Groudon or the Primal Groudon does take... Oh my goodness, my opponent did not attack. I'm just going to go ahead and, we flip for Tails. I'm going to go here, and let's go for the N. I guess I give my opponent some more cards, but, that's alright. Let's go for this here, and I even get the... Enhanced Hammer to boot. So, the Hawlucha isn't much of a threat. I actually want to just draw a card right now. Drawing cards is probably a better thing at this point. And the Groudon can still come out and hit us. Oh, we see a Head Ringer. That doesn't really matter to us because, all we need to do is put our opponent's Pokemon to sleep anyways. Here we go. We see the Silent Lab, and that actually negates the Hyper Hypnosis. That also negates our Victory Star. We see the Groudon EX get powered up over there. Makes me a little nervous. Oh, I actually forgot. Yeah, we do play an EX. We play Malamar EX. Oh, what was I saying earlier? Why did I say that? Oh, we don't play EXs. I apologize for that mistake. I had a brain fart there, and I totally forgot we were playing Malamar. Oh, here comes the Primal Groudon EX with Gaia Volcano. Oh, that is very intimidating. We even see my opponent go for a Professor Sycamore. Now, all we really need here is... let's see. I mean, ooh, my opponent gets the Manectric EX as well. So... let's see, we can play this tool here, that's for sure, and let's even counter this guy. Let's see, my Malamar is a 2 retreat cost, which is very inconvenient. And I really don't want to discard any more energies than I really need to. So I'm going to actually play the energy onto the Malamar EX and put the Hawlucha to sleep, probably by a turn or so. Let's go ahead, we'll just Rip Claw, and, you know, no need to flip again. My opponent does wake up, so it didn't really matter there. I guess I probably could have played the energy onto the Sableye on the bench. The Primal Groudon is going to take at least 2 more turns to power up. Until then, I kind of wish we had maybe some more Enhance Hammers or maybe some more Crushing Hammers. We already have 1 Crushing Hammer and 1 Hammer already in the discard pile. So far, we've only played 1 N. I mean, for crying out loud, we got a handful of different supporters. My opponent only has 2 supporters as well. This is a very slow deck on both sides right now. So I guess what I want to do is I can play that there, I suppose, and or not. Okay, what I want to do, let's just go ahead. My opponent plays the Manectric. Oh, that's very interesting. Let's just go with this here, and I actually just want to draw into some more cards. We have a Crushing Hammer, which we could use, but it doesn't work on the Primal Groudon. The only thing that can work right now is if we can get Corphish to evolve. We do have a VS Seeker, which we can play for the N. That would definitely help us. And right now, my opponent can still retreat. Ooh, my opponent goes for the Mega Evolution. Oh, boy, and that ends my opponent's turn. I'm going to go for the N over here. We do, let's see here. We do get this going for us, I suppose. Let's go ahead. We'll put the let's put the Manectric EX to sleep, and I'm gonna go ahead and play this here. Well, I kind of just want to wait and see if the Primal Groudon comes into play. So let's go for a Filch here, drawing into another card. We even get the Teammates, which we can use once my opponent knocks us out. What I really want to do is just yeah, I actually prefer to get something like the what do you call it? Oh my goodness, I can't even think about it right now. I can't even think of what it's called. Let's see, what is it? Team Flare Grunt. That's right. So we can. Oh wait, Team Flare Grunt doesn't work on Primal Groudon either. The only way we can get through this is to use Crawdaunt here, with the ability being able to discard these energy cards. So the Primal Groudon is out to play, and oh wow, we even see another energy drop. Meaning if we discard 2, all my opponent will need is 1, and but that's okay. We got a Sableye on the bench that we can actually use. So here we go. Let's go ahead. We're gonna play this here, and let's just discard an energy. Why not? We're gonna go with a Teammates, I suppose. And let's go ahead. We'll grab another energy, and let's see. What do we really need here? Definitely we'll need a Crawdaunt here, and you know what? Let's see, how many more Crawdaunts do we have? Oh, good. We have quite a few. We even have a Headringer that we'll probably never use anymore. Let's go with the Corphish as well. In the next turn, we should be able to evolve that, and there we go. Taking out another energy. My opponent's down to 3. Can't really use much else right now. I mean, we have a Crushing Hammer and Enhance Hammer that we don't really use. So let's go ahead. We'll just go with the Rip Claw and hope we can discard an energy. And we do. No need to flip again. There we go. My opponent needs to do something, rather. We should be able to slowly chip away at this Groudon, Primal Groudon EX here. I don't see anything like a switch coming up. I hope we should slowly be able to just discard energies and keep this Primal Groudon front and center in the active spot. We are at 27 cards, and my opponent is at 26. So actually, if we play a Culver's here, we could be on pace to deck out before my opponent. But my opponent goes for a Dowsing Machine. I wonder what that's for. Probably for a Silent Lab, just to counter our Stadium. Oh, wait a second. Oh no, our Stadium is in the discard pile. Okay, so if my opponent plays his Stadium, which would negate our Victory Star, we can just go for a Dowsing Machine. And oh no, never mind. What we see here is a Switch and a VS Seeker. Very interesting. Too bad we do not have the Lysander. that we can utilize here. We see the Hawlucha. My opponent wants to charge up the Primal Groudon here, discarding another Landorus EX as well. If we can top deck a Lysander, that would be amazing. My opponent using a Dowsing Machine for the switch. I assume my opponent's playing only 2 switches. We see a Fighting Energy played onto the Manectric, and there it is, a Mega Manectric evolution right here. Wow, basically three Megas on my opponent's side of the field. Where is that Lysander? Show me the Lysander, but doesn't look like we're able to get much there. So let's go ahead. We will just go and put this little Hawlucha to sleep. I'm going to go and see if we can discard the energy there, which we do. Pretty good stuff there. Let's go for the Colress, and no, there is no Lysander whatsoever. Not being able to draw into the Lysander. I guess what we can do is at some point I can use the Dowsing Machine for a I guess we can go for the escape rope, but for now let's just go and filch. Don't exactly need to do much else there. Oh boy, my opponent well, shouldn't be able to power up right now. My opponent, I was able to discard the Fighting Energy from the Mega Manectric, so that means my opponent would still need 2 turns to power up the Mega Manectric, and then that way my opponent would power up the Primal Groudon EX. So we're basically stalling right now. My opponent's got 18 cards, we have 19, and I mean, we have a Malamar EX over here ready to attack. Oh, there we go. My opponent plays a Strong Energy onto the Primal Groudon. You know, I've seen a glitch before where the Xerosic was actually able to discard the Strong Energy. So, oh wow, we even see a Lysander over here. That's very interesting. So we got a couple choices here. We can maybe use the switch or the escape rope. So I think, oh wow, look at that. We can use, this is strange. That shouldn't work, but you know what? We'll do that. And I probably shouldn't have gotten. I should have used the Xerosic to get rid of the Headringer, or to get rid of the tool, and just use Headringer. But I opted to use this because it's virtually the same thing. But in the long term, I think Headringer might have been a better choice. Let's go for the escape rope here, and probably just escape into something else. If he sends out the Primal Groudon, which I highly doubt, we'll just send out something else too. I think we're going to go, let's just, I don't know, maybe we'll just take a jab at it, and maybe let's see if we can knock out the, well, we won't be able to knock out the Mega Manectric, but let's just go for a Maximar, and we get 2. No, it's okay, we'll keep it. And the next turn, if my opponent doesn't do anything, most likely a retreat. You know, that's fine, but it's, you know, we definitely, the point is we've slowed our opponent down quite a bit. We slowed down the pace. We slowed down my opponent's opportunities. You know, part of me thinks I probably should have promoted the Sableye, but okay. So we see another energy drop onto the Primal Groudon EX over here. If my opponent ever comes out and attacks our Malamar, we should be able to discard a couple more energies off of the Primal Groudon using our Crawdaunt. Oh no! My opponent ends us, and that's okay. We have a Via Seeker. We have the Ultra Ball, not too concerned there, and we even get the Crawdaunt back. So as of right now, I'm not too sure what I really want to do. I guess a part of me wants to just go for a switch and switch into the Sableye, but I really want to save the Sableye for attacking and removing the energy cards. So yeah, actually, this is a tough decision. Very tough decision. Let's see, we got one. I can potentially get 8 cards. And so what do we got? 1 Via Seeker already in there. That's only 1 Via Seeker. Let's go ahead. We'll go for the Colress. Why the heck not? And let's just go Colress and get a nice new hand there. We even get another Crawdaunt if need be. And we have the Lysander, so I'm just going to go for the Maximar. Hopefully we can knock out this little Hawlucha. Nah, no need to flip again. We'll just knock it out here. And we'll take our first prize. There we go. And we have the other... Ooh, that's the last Corphish right here. And my opponent should be able to knock out the Malamar, which I would gladly accept because we will just discard the energy and then discard the energy again. So that'll be 2 energies and a Primal Groudon that's stuck in the active spot. Definitely looking forward to that. Unless my opponent ends us right now. My opponent can definitely end us. We're going to have to take a look. We got two ends in the discard pile. My opponent can definitely end us right here, and that would cause a huge disruption to our hand. The Primal Groudon EX. Oh, never mind. We don't get end. We see a Korrina instead, so I'm pretty hopeful for that. Maybe my opponent's going to go for a Landorus EX or something. Oh, no, never mind. We just see a Robo Substitute. That's very interesting. We don't see a fighting Pokemon at all, or any fighting Pokemon whatsoever. So the Primal Groudon will knock out the Malamar plus the weakness here, and there it is. Okay, so hitting for 200 because of the weakness. We probably could have survived the turn if I played the Shadow Circle, but no, actually we wouldn't, because my opponent would have just knocked us out anyways. Okay, so we'll play the Corphish here. Actually, I'm going to undo that. I actually want a backup Sableye attacker right now. We're going to go ahead. We'll evolve this. Let's discard an energy here. And I want to hang on to the Lysander. Definitely can end my opponent, but we're going to hang on to that as well. Let's go for the Ripclaw. And just kind of... ooh, I need this right here. Oh, no, we missed it. Oh, no. Oh, that is a bummer. Okay, so in the next turn, oh, that's not good. Wow, we whiffed the flips. If we were able to discard at least one, we would have been able to slow my opponent down, but that's not the case. So we're going to end up ending my opponent, and what I want to do is, see, I don't have much of a choice right now. So we got to go with the Sableye here. And I guess we go with the Corphish as well. I'm going to end my opponent down to 2 cards. We do get the energy here. And if my opponent does not have the energy in hand, and if we're able to get heads, my opponent shouldn't be able to attack us. Let's go ahead. Let's see the flip for heads. Oh my goodness, we didn't get it. What the heck, man? Oh, no way. Oh, no. Well, there goes our Sableye. I think that's our 3rd one. Wow, we flipped 4 tails in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 energies. 7, 8. That's all of our energies. It is game, folks. We just couldn't do it, guys. We just couldn't do it. Let's go ahead. We'll discard this energy here. And I just gotta wonder if my opponent has ran out of energies as well. But you know, we see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 energies. Oh, there we go, and that's game. Oh, that is a terrible defeat. Well, if we would have flipped heads and a couple of those, then we might have been able to pull off. But you know, we were definitely the underdog here. I had fun playing this deck. It was a silly disruption deck. Couldn't pull off the win. I don't think we had a chance to, anyways. Let me know in the comments below what do you guys think of this deck. If you guys have any other deck ideas, any suggestions, please shoot them my way. Give me a deck list or anything you guys want. I'll see to it if I can build it. Hopefully you guys have a good day. If you guys haven't subscribed yet, please do. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Why the heck not? But yeah, so I'll definitely have some more Pokemon TCG Online videos for you guys soon. You guys take care. Have a good day. Goodbye.